Hi Soul Family. It's been a while. I've been trying to get myself a vehicle. I was looking for a limited edition Forerunner, but it looks like I'm the Sequoia girl. I've literally got those stickers on the back of my car, too, that say Sequoia girl. So that might be a message to self, right? No, I didn't cut my hair, it's braided because I was hot. I'm going to give you items to choose from. My nails are wet. It doesn't matter. Every time I do my nails, I grab something and I wreck them. Every time. So, I guess it doesn't really matter. So the items that you're going to choose from today are the Flamingo light. It's so cool when it's solar powered, so it lights up. And this, it's got a candle in it. So the shells, it lights up all the gold. And the frog thermometer temperature. So that's 1, 2. I've got a pair of those guys. This place is getting so ridiculously cluttered. And the oak man. Look at, he's got a wish right on him. Ladybug fulfillment. He's winking. I thought you saw me wink. Message. Thought you saw me wink. Something that you're supposed to figure out. I have. Just playing along. Okay. So, the decks we're going to be working with are the Gaia Oracle, and check this out. There's a feather in here. It's a cute little feather. And it's dark blue on the edge. So white, coming clean, blue, truth, communication. Oh, reminder. This is a beautiful feather. It's just beautiful. I wonder, I'm going to show you in the light, see if you can see how gorgeous this is. Now it's green under the light inside here. It's blue on the edge and then green. Look at that. So it's a mallard feather. So cute. So what I was going to talk to you about was Mercury retrograde. We're in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and there's all kinds of miscommunication, dropped calls, internet issues. It's all about communication. It's also about review of the past. And I wanted to say that I got word this morning that someone had written to me. They wrote to me on my old email address, which I haven't been able to get into it for a few years. So if they had been out of the country, they had been gone or whatever, they wouldn't know. And what I got was someone had written to me and I hadn't responded, and they were hurt by it. They wondered why I hadn't responded because I never got it. So I also thought about that myself because my friend Tony, I talked to you guys about how if somebody comes into your mind, there's a reason. There's a reason you're thinking about somebody. It's either to remind you of where you've been and where you don't want to go back, or maybe that's a door that needs to be cut, or maybe that shut, or maybe there's a cord that needs to be cut, right? So that's what obviously came up for me, was a cord cutting. But a name came up and I thought, oh, I wonder how you're doing. So I sent a text and I said, hello, my friend. I said, you flew through my mind yesterday and I just thought I'd say hello. Hope all is well. Never heard from him. And I thought, okay, because if you don't want to, because that's kind of the way of thinking that I get from Spirit, is when you're not meant to connect with somebody, you won't connect with them, right? You'll go in a place and they'll have just left, or you'll call them and you just can't seem to get it together. You can't hook up with them or whatever. So I thought, well, it wasn't meant to be. But no, someone was trying to reach me and I never got it. So it is Mercury retrograde. So if you have sent a message to someone and they haven't responded to you, don't be going into your pride saying, well, I'm not going to reach out again. I've already said something to them. Maybe they didn't get it, right? There's all kinds of miscommunication, dropped calls, dropped emails. So my email address is no longer sharewithme at Yahoo. It's it's sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. I don't have access to my old email address at all. So there's nothing I can do. So 1, 2, 3. We have to pick our fourth item. Our fourth item will be Sami.
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Are you my sweet baby that I love? Yeah? What? Say hi to everybody. Yeah? Hi, honey. Hi, baby boy.
Okay. Here's my babe. Right? Wants to talk to me. All right. So those are items to choose from. And then we're going to use the singing bowl to clear the energy. Here we go. the other deck we're working with the Gaia Oracle, and we're working with the feathered Omens, and it just made me think about this little beautiful mallard that was in my deck. A feather, it's an omen, and this is a duck, a male duck. It looked like it was blue, but it was actually green. I like that, because it looked like it was blue, which would be depression, sadness, but it's actually green, which is healing and love. I like that a lot. That was an omen for me. Okay, so Feathered Omens. This is by another shaman. It's by Ted Andrews, and I love this deck. Love it. I love the Oracle, the Gaia Oracle. And then we're going to each get a winged enchantment message from a bird messenger for each of the items. So let me put this down so it won't get broken. Okay. So for those who chose the pink flamingo lights, they're like little lanterns. They're so cute. You should see them at night. It looks like it's a jar full of, what are they called? Fireflies, which is going to be a totem for us. We're going to look up Firefly totem. There's a message in that. For those who chose the pink flamingos, and I did because I just got them. I like all the things we chose, actually. Or I wouldn't have got them. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the pink flamingos. How interesting. Duck. But we got it in reverse. So we got the little duck feather, right? And we thought that the duck feather was blue. In here, when I'm looking at this, from this angle, it does look blue. It does look blue from this angle. Message to me, I was talking about my dreams. I saw somebody in rehab 4 years ago in my dreams. The person got really angry at me and said I wasn't in recovery. I was working abroad and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I saw you there. From my angle, that's what I saw. But I've been having things show up lately that I watched 6 years ago in my dreams that are unfolding in front of me exactly as I watched them 6 years ago. So I did see that person in recovery. Now, maybe they personally weren't in recovery. Maybe they were there with someone else, but they were there. And I said, what are all those people there doing? They're all getting a picture taken. Why are they getting a picture taken? They're graduating. Why? Because they were in recovery. So maybe it could be recovery from like a physical ailment. It could be recovery from an accident. It could be recovery from alcohol, drugs, whatever it was. But from my angle, it looked blue, right? Which would be sadness, depression. They were in recovery. Maybe they were in recovery for that. Maybe it was the symbolic message. Someone in their life had died and they went to a deep, deep depression and they were in recovery, right? From my angle, that's what it looks like. If I can show you, see if you can see it as well as I can. See the blue? That's blue. But when you take it out in the light and it's illuminated, it actually looked green. Out in the light, when you illuminate it, it's green and healing. But from this angle, from inside, underneath this cover, it's blue. So it's reflecting what's around. That's amazing to me. Okay, so what we got was duck. So it's talking about, when you look at duck totem straight up, duck is about emotional comforts, like the comforts of home. You think about a down comforter, right? So a duck likes things comfortable. They like to be in a place of familiarity. They like things cushy. They are clearly very adept in emotional waters. They don't do very well on the land, but in their emotions or in their dreamy state, they do great. They can fly. They fly high. And it's talking about seeking emotional comfort and protection. But it was in reverse. So you're not handling your emotions very well right now, right? They're either getting out of control or you're stuffing them. Well, from what I'm looking at, I see a blue duck feather. It's blue. Blue. Sadness, this is talking about you're not handling your emotions very well. They're either getting out of control or you're stuffing them and you're not dealing with them at all. You're afraid to move forward. You don't want to do, or you're not doing what you want to do because of your emotions. So if you're stuck in your emotions, Spirit says we want you to take a step back. Disentangle yourself from the situation completely. And then figure out what you need to do to help someone else, which is what I'm doing. This morning I saw something and I thought, oh my gosh, there was a death. And I thought, am I seeing that? Is that what I'm being shown? And I got very upset and there was no way for me to find out. Well, so what can I do? I detach from it, disentangle. I wasn't handling that emotion very well. So stuff that away and get my mind doing something different. Not stuff it away, but don't stuff it away. I didn't. I expressed it. but then get your mind on something else, help other people. So I decided to do a reading that helps you, right? It also can help myself because I'm getting this message from Spirit. And then it gives you the ability to look at things from a proper perspective, from a higher perspective, from Spirit's perspective. Now this is a mallard feather. It's not a female feather. It's a mallard. So I was worrying about someone that I cared about. I thought that they had been hurt or worse, right? It was blue. When I looked at it, from my perspective, that's what I saw. But when you take it out into the light, we actually saw that it's green and healing, and it's okay. So when you go to help other people, you take yourself out of your own worries, your own issues, right? And you get busy doing other things and gets your mind off of poor me or stress or worry or whatever it is that's kind of pulling or pushing you down. And then you realize it's not as tragic as you might at first have felt because your emotions were running high, right? Okay, so there's that. That was a good message for me. I chose that, right? Good message. I'm gonna put this away. I love this feather. And in here, actually, I can see. Actually, I'm gonna show it to you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up. But you can see it's dark at the base, and then it goes green, and then it goes blue. How can I show you on a white? Let's see. Let me show you. See it against the white there? Not really. You got to see it kind of in the light. You must be able to see that purplish blue color. I see it really clearly. All right. And Sami was a little sad, right? My little Sami. I don't know, maybe Sami's me. Are you me, Sami? I just heard no. He doesn't look very well. Look, I'll show you. Look at his little face. Sami, baby. Sami, Sami. He wants the sun. He's trying to dry out. Well, there's a message for you. Someone trying to dry out, right? That would be rehab. He's trying to dry out. Emotional rehab. He's got a lot of emotions maybe inside of him. Got to be careful with the words that we say. People mistake what we're saying, or we misunderstand, and there's a problem. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the pink flamingos, hey baby boy, I love you. Okay, this deck is hard to shuffle. Good Lord, hold on. That didn't work at all. It fell all over the place. So yeah, I wanted a Forerunner. I used to have a Forerunner limited edition, and I loved it. And I found one that was in Los Angeles, and I couldn't get there. And I had been driving, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't go, because I had been driving the day before. I drove an hour and a half to go see a vehicle, and it wasn't anything like the person said. So I thought, it looks great. The guy even took a video for me. It looked fantastic. It was blue, a really nice sapphire blue with white leather interior, like a dove gray. It was beautiful. It looked pristine. And everyone's like, yeah, it's probably going to be just like the rest. And so I didn't go. And it sold last night. And I said to, and he says, I told you it was mint. I was disappointed, and so it's between. That was the only Forerunner that I would have gotten because it was a big, the type that I had. So maybe I'm looking for a Sequoia now. I just drove one. I didn't drive it. I went and saw one yesterday, and I'm asking Spirit for direction in that. So maybe I'll get a message. Am I meant to do that? Which one am I supposed to get? I got to get something quick. They're coming to pick up my car on Sunday, and I've already delayed them doing that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the pink flamingos. The grouse. I grew up on Grouse Mountain. My grandmother lived Grouse Mountain. And the number is 14. 14 is the number of temperance, patience, temperance. I'm going to read you what Grouse says. 1 is keep your thoughts positive. 4 means that the angels are all around you, so you've got no reason for fear. I am Grouse, the dancer of sacred dances. I am the spiral of life. I am the vortex of energy. I am the personal power that spins your reality. I am what you create through movement. I am the shaman's ally and the portal of spirit. I am entrance and the ability to entrance. It's time to let go and release your storehouse of energy. Send it up and outward. Let it move through every part of your being. I am earth, magic. I am ceremony. I am the heart of the medicine man. You have been drowned out by material and the mundane. You have loosened your etheric ties. Step into a little personal ritual and wake up the gods. Wear a headdress, bang the drum, summon the ancients. Great things are awakened with movement. You are the power of instinct. You are reverberation. You are the energy of dance. You are Grouse. Okay, so let's do exactly what they asked us to do. Let's bang the drum. Abounds. Do you know the whole time I banged that drum, he didn't have a problem with it? Did you like that, baby? He didn't bother him at all. I think that's pretty cool. That felt really good in my chest. It got my heart chakra spinning. Felt fantastic. Okay, we're gonna go to our next message. For those who chose the Seashell night lamp. I can't wait to light that. I haven't lit it yet. This place is ridiculously cluttered. It's way too small, but I don't have anywhere else to put stuff. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the seashell, I sold seashells down by the seashore. Remember that? That was a tongue twister you were supposed to say as a little kid if you lisped. I sell seashells down by the seashore. Sally sold seashells down by the seashore. I remember that since like grade 1. So this is The Wisdom of the Golden Path by Tony Carmine Salerno, another one of my favorite authors. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the seashell night lamp. Spring, yay! Look at the nest right on top of her head. She looks a little forlorn, right? She feels like she's been waiting so long the plants are starting to grow around her. I get it, totally. She looks like I'm naked and vulnerable and exposed and I don't know what the heck's going on and when is this going to end and am I going to move or what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't like not knowing what's going on. I don't like being so exposed. There's also a grasshopper facing her. Grasshopper talks about sudden leaps forward, but it's waiting too. Right? Something's waiting. It's waiting. We're in Mercury retrograde. You shouldn't be signing contracts, buying cars, buying houses during Mercury retrograde. So delays may be for a reason. But she's being held in place. And she doesn't like it. And there's a new beginning right on top of her head. Or has she stayed so long in one spot that the birds are actually building a nest in her head and vines are growing up around her? You've been in that place so long, maybe you don't realize the changes that are taking place. You think that you haven't, maybe nothing's happening, when actually it is. Toxic. So, maybe things feel dark and gloomy, depressing, right? But there's a light that's coming through. And on that branch that the grasshopper is sitting on right there, there are little buds starting. The leaves are starting to open. See these little leaves just beginning to open? A light's going to come through. And things are actually progressing. It's just like you wouldn't say when you're in winter and the leaves are off the trees that the trees are never going to have leaves again. You know that it's coming back around, right? Right then we see helicopter. It's a white helicopter. Helicopter can go where planes can't go. They're the rescue op. White is purity, coming clean, the truth. Things are progressing because what you've planted is growing, right? It is growing. It may feel like it's a slow grower, but just like after winter becomes spring, after spring becomes summer. So we're going into that season of your life right now. So it's a natural series of events. And whatever it is that we experience, while we are where we are learning, we are growing. So we need to focus on that, right? And understand everything is making you wiser. Everything is making you stronger. Honor the seasons of your life. There are 2 eggs in that nest. 2 new beginnings coming. 2 new beginnings. Hi, baby. Hi, sweet baby. I love him.
Hi, Mom's chicken. It's okay. You can go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hi. Oh, he's so gentle. And he's so shy. Hi, baby. I love you. I love you. Yeah. It's okay. I love you. You mommy's boy? Yeah. He's not been feeling well. Yeah, but you're going to get better.
New beginnings. He's going to get better. Okay. The winged enchantment. What is the message for those who chose the seashell night lamp? It's getting warm out here, so I'm going to boogie along. Correct for neutrality on all levels for those who chose the seashell lamp. Bluebird. Bluebird of happiness. Yay! Bluebird is communication, speaking the truth. This little bluebird is telling somebody something. I've just given somebody information that they were not aware of. The bluebird, the number 3, an ascended master is working with you. I've seen the grandmother that went into spirit is working with me. I know that. I know my grandmother does. I know my mother does. So the first thing that comes to mind for me is there is an ascended master in your life that's trying to help you and work with you. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to memories that come forward. Things that remind you of someone in your life that has passed. They're speaking to you. Trust that. It also means full circle, completion. And 3 is also a very powerful, sacred goddess energy. Female, powerful number. It's an amazing number, 3. It's also self, higher self, and spirit, right? So it's connectivity, connectedness. So I am Bluebird, the freedom of inner peace. I am the joy of letting go. I am the serenity of acceptance. I am the flight of the heart when all is at ease. Life is tranquil now, or is bringing in calmer tides. Take a breath. Enjoy the free air. You have earned the comfort of a sweet, well-timed repose. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I am transition into a better world. See, so someone has passed. This is transition into a better world. It could have been a physical transition, or it could be that you were metaphorically moving from a spiritual death into a new rebirth, right? A transition into a better world. I am the gratitude of knowing the worst is over. I am life at its finest. We all need to confront the darkness in order to truly see the light. I am your passage of enlightenment and the break from all entanglements. There will always be discomforts and the heavy weight of time, but I am the gift of release and the playfulness of youth. There is something magical in freeing the soul. There is something dignified in spreading your wings. You are the resurgence of vitality. You are whimsical. You are carefree. You are Bluebird. Listen to the new beginnings all around. Putting on a new roof. They're putting in carpet down below. The guy's building over there. It's building up. Our strength, our reserves, our future. Spirit we've been working on this. Whatever comes to you now, it didn't just accidentally come to you. You've worked for it. You've earned it. You've earned a retreat. You've earned time away. All right. For those who chose the frog temperature thermometer thingy, I like that thing. I do. I always said I would never buy this kind of stuff when I got a garden. But I mean, imagine this spread out into a big garden, right? Then it wouldn't look so cheesy. It looks kind of cheesy because it's all crammed in here. But I love that. That little frog, the frog talks about emotional transformation and release, right? Releasing emotional baggage. His eyes are blue. They see the truth. And there's healing. And look, I've got my arms out to receive. I've got green down here, right at my foot. I have green all around me. Growth, new beginnings, financial freedom. And my temperature's not too high, right? I'm healing. My temperature's not too high. I like that. I'm healing. My temperature's not too high. Maybe that's something somebody's checking, right? How's your temperature? And check your temperature gauge in your vehicle, right? Which is you moving forward in life. And what about your temperature as far as losing your temper, right? My temper's not too high. It's good. Look at my little boy in his little kingdom. That's where he feels safe. He's got the dragonfly dreams in front of him. He's got his healing frog behind him and in front of him. Hi, baby boy. Hi, honey. Sami. Hi, Sami. Sami. Hi. It's okay. You can stay. Oh, big dredge. That's what Spirit wants us to do. They want us to stretch. They want us to release the emotional baggage, release the past, right? Express ourselves. Recognize that there's love and healing all around us. I like that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the frog, temperature gauge. Oh, look. I love that. Pinwheels. All this stuff reminds me of my grandma when I was little. It does. That's why I did it. It's like a fiesta in here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the temperature for frog, the frog gauges my temperature. Oh, I got a message in that. The frog gauges my temperature to see where I'm at. How is she emotionally? Is it safe? Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the emotional frog, Sparrow in reverse. Sparrow is generally the victory sparrow. I love the sparrows. Woo! Can't get my hands on that one. Nope. The sparrows come and they eat from my little ice plant here. I like them. But this is telling, the sparrow is talking about your own sense of self-worth. It talks about, this is Aphrodite's pet. And it's a nondescript little bird that many people would overlook. There's so many of them. They don't really pay attention to it. But this little bird can live anywhere and survive. They're scrappy. They're survivors. They endure. They're strong. This is the one who speaks to the king, speaks to the lion, and the lion listens. But this one is, and in normalcy, it's talking about recognizing your own sense of self-worth. But in reverse, it talks about treating others with respect and fulfilling your responsibility. It speaks about living with integrity in your life. Working hard, persist in the efforts, just like a sparrow. They persist. You know, they can live in cold climates, they can live in warm climates, they will find their food, they will do what they need to do. They're plucky little things. So it's an indication that you've gotten off your path. Are you giving up? Are you looking for the quick and easy way? Are you not doing whatever needs to be done, like the groundwork, the base work? Have you decided, I want this, but I'm afraid to move forward? Are you giving up? You've got so many talents and skills, but if you don't develop them, they aren't used. It's even, you can even get rusty riding a bike if you haven't ridden a bike for a long time, right? These are skills and gifts we all have, but if we don't exercise them, it's like muscles. They atrophy if we don't exercise them. So do the work and do it yourself. And then when you do that, then all this emotional stuff that you're carrying around, you're going to be able to release. And then you'll be able to see your own gifts, your own ability to do what you need to do. And when you've earned it, then success comes your way. You need to do the work. You need to do the work. Don't be freaking giving up and expecting someone to hand it to you on a silver platter. You need to do the work. That's the message for Sparrow. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the healing frog, temperature gauge. Why are you scratching, Sami? You don't have fleas? His skin is bothering him. He's got something under his skin. It's kind of like he's itching. He's got allergies. He's allergic to something. Probably the noise. I'm allergic to noise. I would go in the house in a heartbeat if I didn't want to just get this finished. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the healing frog, the temperature gauge. Seagull. First thing that comes to mind for me with Seagull is freedom. And you see this one, surrender, right? Opening up their heart, looking up to Spirit. I surrender. I let you lead, right? Look at this. The number is 31. 3 again, an ascended master working with you. Maybe it's Archangel Michael that's working with you, protecting you, helping you find your voice, pushing you forward, telling you, you're safe. It's okay. Because so far we've got a lot of not moving forward or feeling in a stuck place, right? But it's not that we are stuck, it's that we think we are. And then 1 is keep your thoughts positive. and 3 and 1 together, because 1, the universe is just taking a snapshot of your thoughts. Do you like what you're creating? No, I don't want to think of the person that I love being sick or dead. I don't want to think that. So I see them healing in green growth and healing and abundance, right? So keep your thoughts positive, because you're creating your future with those thoughts. Thank you, Lisa, for being so positive in my life. 3 and 1 together is 4, meaning there are angels all around you. Earth angels like Lisa, my friend that I spoke to this morning. Earth angels all around you, as well as spiritual angels all around you. There is no reason for fear. There is no reason to worry. So, Seagull, I am Seagull, master of the sea. I am legend on the waters. I am ghost bird. I am the one who haunts those adrift in the storm. I have the ways to maintain my bold position and defend a scavenger lifestyle. I take what I want, as my survival depends on it. If you want my advice, learn to take what is given while it's there. There's always treasure where nobody looks. There's always paths where no one has tread upon. Seek them out and make them your own. I am resource and plenty. Expand your horizons. I am guardian of the open shores. Look further out to sea. The ships may be heading in your direction. Competition is wild, but your instincts are keen. You are navigating the chaos. You are exploring deeper waters. You are boundless supply. You are Seagull. So I got a lot of messages out of that just now myself. Learn to take, if you want my advice, learn to take what is given while it's there. I already lost the one forerunner. It's gone. That sequoia's still there, right? Go look at it. If this is something that you want, grab it before it's gone, and then you'll regret it. If somebody's putting a hand out to you and asking, look, I'm here for you, take the hand. Stop holding back. This is about releasing emotional baggage, letting go. It's about transformation and healing and moving forward and surrendering to spirit and listening to what they're asking for you to do. Your ships are coming in, but you need to look further out to sea, further out to sea. The competition is wild, but your instincts are keen. So there's competition. But you know what? I always say I don't have any competition. Now there's competition of people maybe want what I want as far as a vehicle goes, but whatever's meant for me is going to come to me, but I've got to work with spirit. You can't sit there and expect it to come to you. If spirit says get up and go, you need to get up and go. Yeah, but blah, blah, blah. No, not but. If you're asking for spirit's advice, message was, if you're listening to my advice, ships are coming in, but learn to take what's being offered to you while it's there. It won't always be there, right? Okay, for those who chose the oak leaf that's winking at us, it's got a wish. Make a wish. There's a little ladybug on its top of its crown, to the right, to the left, actually. I thought you saw me wink. Speak the truth. Don't assume. And don't play games. And don't speak in riddles. Speak. It's Mercury retrograde. You need to speak very clearly, right? I spoke very clearly. You're trying to reach me. I never got your message. Try again. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the oak leaf, the man of the oak, the man of the forest, green man of the forest. Correct for neutrality, and I did. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Interesting what I'm looking at there. The divine masculine, which is the sun, and the happy Buddha, and the oak man of the forest, all congregated around the hummingbird and the dragonfly. And there's love everywhere. I wanted to show you guys. This got burnt yesterday. It'll come back, but what a bummer, hey? I'll dry that out and use that. This is catnip. But I'm looking at this whole area. It's all hearts all around. And this is a golden retriever, best friend. See the dog? And its eye is love. All of this is surrounding my little Sami. All of that energy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the green man of the forest, that's the one I chose. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the green man of the forest, I'm going to get the sequoia. I just heard in my head, you keep choosing the forest. The sequoias are my favorite place. It's the sequoia. That's what I'm supposed to get. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The one that you love is loving you. The one that you love and that you've been thinking of is thinking fondly of you at this very moment. And where is she? She's in her forest. And she's got 2 birds. They're white and they're rising. They're phoenix rising. Now what's interesting is they look like doves at the top, but they've got the tail of the phoenix rising. They're beautiful. I just heard in my head, which is really strange, because they don't have a tail feather like that. I heard white falcons, 2 white falcons. Falcon speaks of victory, perseverance, endurance. This is magical, mystical. Obviously, these creatures are very whimsical and fairy-like. And she stands there in that creamy dress with green lace and ribbons, green, love and healing, and her long dark hair. Now, this can be a male in the forest with the long dark hair, with that very feminine, soft, gentle nature. Or it can be a female energy. Or this could be the one that's in spirit that has been thinking of you. Or this could be the one like me who's thinking of you and loving you. But the message is, there is someone that you have been thinking about, someone that you love, and they are also loving you and thinking about you at this same moment. They're sending you loving thoughts and loving wishes. You're with them. They want you to know this. Their energy is being broadcast to you. It doesn't matter where they are. Feel this energy. Who have you been thinking about? I was talking about my green man of the forest, which is showing me he's loving me too. He's sending me this love. Well, I'm sending this love out too. Now for you, who have you been thinking about? Our thoughts and feelings, they're sent out there. Our energy is felt out there. I like to speak out loud because it even puts more weight to it, I believe. It doesn't matter if, I spoke about someone who had risen in spirit and someone who might have been going through a difficult time, recovering because they lost someone. This one, is it this one that's speaking to you? Knowing that you're forever energetically connected. The connection between you is the strongest with the ones you love. I said it doesn't matter, even if the one that I love so much was taken into spirit, our connection would never be broken. Our connection is incredibly strong because he's part of my heart. He's part of my soul. And this is what they're telling you. You may be away from the one that you love. They may be away from you at work. You're missing someone who's a very long ways away. I am very much so. You may be missing someone that's in spirit. And this one wants you to know, please, know that I've never left you. I never will leave you. If I have gone back to spirit, I am now your strongest loyal ally, and I am loving you now. Is this your mom? Is this your mom? Loving you. They want you to feel their presence. They will never, ever leave you. As a matter of fact, their connection to you now is stronger than it ever was, because now they are in spirit and they see the light. They see the light. They only see goodness. Any disagreements, any sadness, any misunderstandings, it's all forgiven, because all they are is love. All they are is love. These dove of peace, soulmate connection. The distance will never change the love that's between you. There's an affirmation that I love. My love transcends all time and space. I am forever spiritually connected to those I love. Time and space does not exist within my soul. That's a beautiful card to get. Thank you for that. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the green man of the forest. I wish he was here because I'd ask him which he would prefer. The sequoia that I'm looking at is a white one. I suppose the doves were white. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the green man. This is, you can tell when spirit speaks, right? The dove that kept coming up. The dove of peace, the dove of soulmate connections. Take a breath. Take a pause. Spirit's been saying to us this time, we've earned a rest, right? She's smiling. She is the dove. She is the dove of peace. I bring peace. For me and my part, I choose peace. And the number is 8. And 8 is the infinite supply, infinity symbol, unending love and connection. This love is never going to be gone. This love will always be felt. It's an endless supply. And look at the joy. I am dove, the peace of alignment. I am feminine. I am sensitive to my surroundings. I am the nourishment of the earth and the gentleness of her instinct. I am the calm after the storm. I am hope and harvest. I am the embellishment of harmony and sacrifice necessary to nurture what has been created. You are at peace now and brimming with compassion. You are in love with life. I am the enjoyment of family connection. I am the safety of a united community. This is not the time to fly solo, but rather to seek out kindred spirits. I am the gathering of like minds. I am the coven. I am the serenity of kin. I am group, mind, and structure. Merge your energies with others and watch what unfolds. There is great power in collaboration. There is profound wisdom within the whole. You are engaging life. You are embracing peace. You are in alignment with others. You are the dove. I am the dove. The dove of peace, the soulmate connection. The one who's loving you. The one who has never left you. Take a breath. Pause. Come together with like-minded ones, with soulmates, with kin, with family. Where you feel at peace, where you feel calm and comfortable. Where you feel in alignment. Go there, be there. These ones are all flying. Fly home. Fly home, little bird, your house is on fire. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Is there anything else that we need to speak of? There's a song. Notice how I had to move my cactus around, my cactus family, because it was facing the light, and they all started growing to the light. Everybody grows better when there's light. They all lean towards the light. I have to turn them around. This one looks like a little huggy bear. All of them were leaning. Right? Lean into the light. That's the message. Let go of the thoughts in your mind that are keeping you feeling trapped. There's a white horse with green and love and healing that wants you to move forward. I love it. I love you guys.